Everybody, Stampin' Georgia here, Georgia Jaguar with another fun idea. Today I'm going to show you how to make this fun peekaboo window birthday card, and it also can be turned into another kind of occasion card that you can celebrate. But isn't it fun? Come on, let's get started. So here's a closer look at that card again. You can see the fun window, so I can see my balloons from the inside of my card through the outside. So I'm going to go ahead and showcase the stamp set that I used first to make that. It's called Birthday Bright. It's one that's in the New Occasions catalog for spring. And what I like about it is, as I looked at that, it really is kind of hidden. It's one that coordinates with the project kit, the Birthday Bright project kit. And so it's made littler down, and they just show you the full-size stamps, actual size, over on the left-hand side of the page. But I love that there's a celebrate. You can do happy with birthday or happy for you or happy to you. So I liked the different options that I can do. It's not just for birthdays. So that always makes it more valuable to me. So now we'll go ahead and show you how to do the card. So your card base actually starts out at 4 1/4 by 8 1/2. It's your standard width on your A2 card. And then you score at 5 1/2 so that your flap makes it a standard size card. And then we just want to emboss the flap. So I'm going to insert just the flap up to my score mark. And I think if you fold your cardstock first, it's a little bit easier to see that mark. And go ahead and run it through the Big Shot like that so that you just emboss the flap. So then you end up with this. Apply tear and tape to the back side of that flap. And then the bottom of my card is, let's see, I've got the measurements written down here for you, is 1 1/2 by 4 1/4. And that leaves a window that is 1 1/4. I've used a 2-inch piece of acetate for that, actually 1 3/4 by 4 1/4 acetate, allowing myself 1/4 of an inch on either side for attaching. So I stamped my For You, and I've gone ahead and put tear and tape on the back side of that. Then I'm going to take and stamp my Happy, and I really find it easiest if you use your Stampin' Pierce mat before you stamp. I use the Stays-On ink because I'm stamping on the acetate, and it will dry. It's the only ink that will dry on a very smooth surface like acetate, your window sheets. And so I stamped that off to the right side so that I could have my balloon showing through on the left side. I stamped it ahead of time just so that it would have time to dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to my card. Tear off the back side of that. And I want to make sure it's going the right direction. So I'm going to match. What's nice is your acetate won't rip. So if you have to reapply or reattach. So now I've got the flap on, and then I want to apply my next part. And what I'm going to do, and so you want the overlap on the inside of your card. Peel that off. I'm going to close my card, and then I'm just going to match my edges up and adhere just like that. So I know that it's going to be attached in the right place, and you can see that it overlaps on the back side. And my solution for covering up those seams is to apply some of the Party Animal designer paper. And you just want to make sure that your paper doesn't show through the window on the other side. So just make sure that it doesn't come through over here. I still have a little trimming to do there, but that's not a big deal. And I'm going to go ahead and apply it over this seam as well. And that covers up my seams. And then I want one of those on the front of my card as well. And there I've got the makings. I'll just get my scissor and trim that little piece off. But there you can see I have that. Now it's just to stamp the inside. I went ahead and stamped ahead of time. I used my Memento ink for stamping both the For You on this and on the birthday, because I'm stamping on cardstock. I didn't need the stays on for that. And to me, Memento is just the easiest. It dries the quickest and easiest to work with. You noticed one of my balloons, I went ahead and put some design in it. And so I love the photopolymer because I can see through. I can match up. Stamp some Emerald Envy polka dots. And then for my last two balloons, I'm just actually use my 1-inch circle punch. They match that balloon perfectly. And I'm going to pop those up with some dimension. Oop, it helps to take the back off. And you can see I use the back side of all my paper. I changed my mind on this card. And that's one of the reasons I recommend not adhering things until you're finished stamping, because you might need to use the other side of your paper. I always say that's the first lesson in stamping, is that there are two sides to every piece of paper. The inside of the card measurement is 4 by 5 1/4, so that it leaves me that 1/8 inch border all the way around. And there you have it. Isn't it a fun, easy, and fast and fun card? There you can see the happy birthday. Here's happy for you with celebrate instead of happy birthday to you. So there's my fun card idea for you today. I hope you'll give this idea a try. Thank you so much.